Hey, Robert. I'm just letting everybody out to free range a little bit tonight. I know it's been quite some time since I've done a live. The geese are here. Go on, guys. And they're going to cause trouble, I'm sure. So most of the live is going to be keeping them from picking on everybody else. But we've got the meat chickens out today. I'm going to let them free range a little bit. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes until sundown. And then I'll start putting everybody to bed. But yeah, it has been just a little bit here. Oh boy. Hey, go on. You guys go somewhere else and you let the meat chickens do meat chicken things. Go on. You guys quit bothering everybody. Basically, my live tonight is going to be me keeping all of the birds from fighting with each other. Hey! Stop! You guys are so rude. Hi, Susie. Oh, that's awesome. It always feels so good to finish a project, especially when it's a big one like the coop. Come on, guys. Move along. You guys need to go be respectful anywhere else. All right, back over here to the meaties. See how they're all doing. And here come the geese. Every time I get them chased away, they turn around and come right back to cause trouble. I don't know what their problem is with pretty much everyone on the farm, but they're a little grumpy and a little bit ridiculous. Barry? Stop. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I bet it looks real good, and I bet it'll keep everybody nice and safe. And that's what's important. I thought epoxy is what you were going for there. I am awful with epoxy. I never mix it right. It never works out. I think all eggs really taste the same, to be totally honest with you. Quail eggs, chicken eggs, goose eggs. I've not noticed much of a difference. We just got the hoop coop moved yesterday, and all but one of our wheels has fallen off, so that's a little bit of a bummer for us. So we've been having to roll it on things like that there. It works, but it'd be a whole lot nicer, a whole lot better for everybody if the wheels were working, but it is what it is. I think it's just the way they are. Barry is just a little bit of a grumper. He spends most of his time letting everybody know what his opinions are. They're just big birds and they push everybody around. Barry, no. No. He is kind of a mess. Yeah, see, to me, I've just never tasted a difference. Obviously, there's eggs that are going to have more yolk than others. But for me, flavor-wise, I think an egg is pretty much an egg. Barry, go on. Go eat your dinner and quit bothering everybody. I'm going to have to, like, pull up a chair and set it down between everybody so that no one's getting their butts kicked for no reason. Barry. Yes, Barry is our only male. So we've got Barry, Kiwi, Clementine, Melanie, Honey, Sugar, and Maple. One major difference between Barry and, say, Kiwi is Barry is real grumpy and will bite you really hard, and Kiwi, the one with the green tag here, will just gently nibble on your shoes or your fingers. She's a real sweetheart. Hers is more like curiosity or preening, And Barry is just a jerk. Yeah, we're talking about you, Barry. Don't you go bothering everybody now. Barry, you're staying on this side of the yard, Bear. I'm not dealing with it, buddy. Yeah, I know. You're a mess. With time change and everything, there's really only about an hour before everybody starts heading to bed. Usually, I make things easier on myself and I put the geese up before I let the meat chickens free range, but I wasn't really thinking that through today. So, now I get to play defense and keep everybody from beating each other up. Yeah, they are great watchdogs. They keep an eye on the sky all the time. It's really fun to watch them and see them tilt their heads so they have one eye facing the sky. They make a lot of noise when someone's coming or going. And they do have quite a few benefits, but they can be a bit much sometimes too. Lately in the mornings, I've been waiting to let the geese out until I have all my other chores done, just because it's a whole lot more peaceful. There's definitely a difference between days that the geese are out while I'm doing chores and days where I have them locked up and then I do chores. So these over here are Cornish cross. These are our meat chickens. They've got about 3-ish weeks left, and then they will be ready to put on the dinner table. Nope, you don't have to have a male goose to get eggs. Chickens will lay eggs whether there's a rooster present or not. Geese will lay eggs whether there's a gander present or not, and quail will lay eggs whether there's a male present or not. Yeah, I've heard that guineas are, oh, we got 2 little Cornish cross roosters fighting it out right there. Yeah, guineas make a lot of noise. They like to be up high, and we don't really have anywhere for guineas to hang out, and I'm afraid they'd just wind up on my pergola, and I really don't want that. So we're not getting guineas for that reason. Hey, will you guys quit chewing on the air conditioner? They've always got to be getting into something. Always, always, always getting in something. Come on, guys. Come on now, go. They're a mess, they really are. Yeah, we've had a drastic weather change lately, so I've got a little bit of sniffling going on. That typically happens to me around this time of year, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's just something I have to deal with. But we went from really warm to really cold overnight, so I've thought about turkeys. I've heard that turkeys can make really nice pets, and that honestly they're sometimes like having another dog. Yeah, guineas can definitely be a handful. Ugh. I stepped in a nice fresh dookie and it smells real bad. Stanky. The meat chickens all seem to be really enjoying their free range time. They typically do. They like to forage through the grass. Sometimes I'll actually see them catch a bug, which is pretty impressive because they're pretty slow and pretty chubby, but they are fun to watch. Ugh. I did step in a real fresh stinky poo. See, these guys are hanging out back here. I really need to get things fully cleaned up and finished up for the transition into fall and winter here, but we've been busy with some other projects, so our priorities have been different than they usually are this time of year, but we're getting things done, aren't we, Barry? Barry. Oh, the chickens are all running. I don't know what they're running from. I don't know if you see them way back there. It's a little bit breezy today, but I decided to let everybody out, have some free range in time. old Hennifer here. She just is finishing up her molt. She's looking real pretty right now. She molted butt first, so she was pretty bald for a while there. It was looking pretty rough. Other things that are looking pretty rough, our chicken coops are absolutely filled with feathers right now. So this is actually my first year working just from home, Robert. So I was previously, for the last 7 years, I've been teaching a reading program at a middle school. And I needed something different. I needed a break. And so I'm staying home this year. This is my first year fully working just on the farm, keeping things put together here, which is pretty exciting for me. I've been just using my content creation as my full-time job, and it's been really nice. It's been a really nice change of pace. And yeah, I really enjoy it. So for the last 7 years, I worked really, really hard doing full-time content creation, teaching. Well, not the last 7 years. We'll say the last 3 years I've done content creation with my school job, and I ran a home bakery as well. So I had 3 years where I worked really, really hard, 365 days a year, kind of to a point that I wore myself out, burnt myself out. And so I've backed way off on the bakery. I don't really do it very much anymore. And now I'm substitute teaching, and I am taking care of the farm. Oh, gooses. They're running them down. Ooh, it's getting kind of chilly in this wind. You guys will hear me say gooses a lot. I know that the plural of goose is geese. It's a whole lot more fun to say gooses. These are my silly little gooses. And I don't like to take things too seriously all the time. I have people that do get a little disgruntled that oh, you said gooses. Yes, I know I said gooses. It's fun. Have some fun. Yeah, see, I bet in Montana it's probably starting to get real chilly real fast. There's some wildlife in Montana that I'm not willing to put up with. So hats off to you guys. Oh, sorry, little meaties. Oh, looks like that one's tracking something down. We've got, in total, with my parents and ours combined, around 35 acres. Oh, bless you, meaty. I need to get a jacket on. It's kind of cold out here today. Yeah, bear and mountain lion. Those are two things that I am not so sure that I'm willing to battle with. Any large carnivorous mammal kind of freaks me out just a little bit. Go be respectful. Go play in your pools. Yeah, definitely large carnivorous mammals freak me out. I don't know that I'd want to come face to face with a moose either, to be totally honest with you. Ugh. Probably need to go ahead and swap out the goose water here, but for now everybody's kind of behaving, so I don't want to go over there, grab their bucket, and have them get all grumpy and loud again. We do have bobcats around here. That's large enough that I'm not super excited about it, but Yeah, so I don't ever show processing day with the meat chickens just because I don't like to film on processing day. Not because I don't want to share what I know and not because I don't want you guys to see how we do it or anything. It's mostly just because I want to focus. And I feel like I can't focus. Honestly, I feel like I just can't focus and film at the same time. Not to the level that I need to process the meat chickens. So you'll see kind of a verbal walkthrough, kind of a discussion of what we do with the meaties, but I don't typically show any of that. The rules from platform to platform are also really, they're different from everywhere, and so I try to film all my stuff where I can post all the same stuff on all of the same videos across every platform works easiest for me. And, you know, it's one of those things that I don't want to jeopardize my account by posting something I'm not supposed to post. Yeah, and unfortunately, I still haven't been able to totally monetize on YouTube. They're not very fair about the way they count views, and I need to be making more long-form content, but we have so many projects going on right now that I guess I could film and turn into videos, but, you know, sometimes it's just much easier to focus on one thing at a time, and that's kind of what we're doing here. Florida would be nice. We like to go on vacation in Florida, you know, just like everybody else, and I do quite like Florida. These guys looks like most of them are staying inside the hoop coop, which I think is crazy. They've got the whole farm they could roam, and only a couple of them are taking advantage of it. They're hanging out back here. Find a place to sit back here, see if they're enjoying this. Oh, sorry, nice green grass. Yeah, that sounds about right. We unfortunately live where we get really harsh winters and really harsh summers. So it can be tough here. Oh, that one caught some sort of bug. Look at him go. I do like getting all 4 seasons. I like fall. I like fall probably most of all because it's the most mild time. But spring can be pretty unpredictable. Summer is typically really hot and miserable. It wasn't quite as bad this year as it has been in years past. And then, of course, our winters are pretty brutal. Winter keeps coming later and later and later, it seems, though. Like, it seemed like when I was growing up, winter used to be the middle of November through February. And now it seems like winter is January and February. And then it's like 80 degrees sometimes in March, which is crazy. But it's just the way it goes. Hey, don't fight over that, guys. We have already had our first frost of the season. So that was, just last week. Our first frost and our first below freezing. Honk. What you honking about, meats? Okay. I don't know what that was, but it seemed like a big bird that might be causing a problem. But I don't know where it went now. Yeah, they are growing really great. The beaties are getting really large. You guys all good? What was that? Didn't look like a hawk. I don't know. There's a lot to keep an eye on right now. I don't even know where the rest of the flocks run off to. I don't know if they're inside. They gotta be around somewhere. Oh, everybody's hanging out underneath the coop. Hey everybody. All of you who are just joining. Tonight we're kind of just letting everybody free range, trying to keep the geese from being grumpy with the meat chickens over here. Keeping an eye on everybody else while they eat dinner, and then it'll be time to put everybody up. I should have wore a jacket. It's kind of cold out here. Just a cold wind. The wind is a little chilly. Gooses, don't come this way. I see you. Coming over to be grumpy. You can see him sneaking up. They are kind of a mess. I have to go run them off the other way. Go on, guys. Go somewhere else. Go, go, go. Yeah, go, go, go. Go cause trouble somewhere else. Thank you. Barry, don't be rude, please. I think I'll stay live for just another few minutes here, and then I'm going to go ahead and log off just to hopefully go record some content. I've been kind of slacking. Yeah, the geese are pretty much grumpy about everything and everybody. That's just the way that the geese are. When they were new, the chickens picked on them, and now they've taken to picking on everybody else. So the geese did a really good job of adopting the babies, though. So adopting more geese worked out fairly well. They just kind of took them into the flock and protected them, and have done really well with them. Man, time change has me tired. Yeah, raccoons are some of the absolute worst predators to deal with because they're smart. We had trouble with a raccoon once, but the next day we rebuilt all of our enclosures because it just wasn't worth the risk for me that it would keep coming back. So that's why we use the wire that's got the teeny tiny little squares, just because if you use anything bigger, raccoons will reach right through it and they'll tear off anything they can grab. It's awful. It's horrible to watch, and the injuries and whatnot that they can do to a chicken, it's pretty brutal, honestly. All right, there's a plane flying over. I want to see if the geese will eyeball it. It's really cool to watch when they notice it. They must not have noticed. All right, well, I know I wasn't on live very long, and I hate to leave you all hanging like this, but I do think I'm going to call it an evening, start rounding everybody up here. The automatic coop door is in Maurice's coop is Chick Cozy. It opens side to side. We really like it. It works really well. And we also have a Run Chicken auto door. The Run Chicken one is in the red coop. It's got batteries and has lasted over a year. It's about time to get those batteries changed though. But even through the winter, those batteries lasted. So I have links to the Run Chicken doors in my profile. And then on my Amazon storefront, I think I have that Chick Cozy auto door linked as well. So if I don't, I'll go add it after this. But all of the links for all of the products that we use, you can typically find in my profile. All right, I hope everybody has a really good evening. Hopefully I can go live again sometime fairly soon. Have a good one.